just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the list. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me so your tears back. We put the bang and bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll loop. To start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now throwing on 1st down here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll try and keep you updated there as well as the other spots around the league as we move past the halfway point this week in the NFL season. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. And even 60 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open. And
looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will sim this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here we go. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points going on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But not many guys who could blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, it's Cook again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
I think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., 51 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Howe will throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
With a play fake, and now here's Howe to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. 1st down, Howe to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howe. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Howe looking to throw again. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll buy some time right. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And Thomas has it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 39 yards.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off play action. It's Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it?
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts him.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 49, Vikings 21.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Fans of the Washington Commanders have been holding their collective breath to see how Chase Young returns from last season's torn ACL. If we see the 2020 Rookie of the Year back on the field, everyone who likes the garnet and gold will be awfully happy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Howell.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders are looking as if they'll move it to 7 and 2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd down, Cook.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 2nd down. Howell now. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll go play action. Howell. And this is caught. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now Joey Sly for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Taking it about the 1.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On second down, it's Cook again. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
At their own 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A gain of 3, second down. Option left. Hal's going to run with it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get